3x Super Bowl champion offers advice to Chiefs for maximizing Travis Kelce's production in 2025. Three-time Super Bowl champion Mark Schlereth has some ideas on how the Kansas City Chiefs can maximize Travis Kelce's production in 2025. This comes as rumors begin to circulate as to whether or not Kelce is going to retire after this past season. The 35-year-old has firmly established himself as one of the greatest tight ends to have ever played the game. Having played the entirety of his career with the Chiefs, Kelce has amassed 3 Super Bowl rings alongside quarterback Patrick Mahomes. While Kelce can still break a game open, his production has begun to dwindle a bit statistically. Kelce's age is advanced and he's already seemingly contemplating retirement, but the Chiefs still want to utilize his raw talent, which is still clearly effective. Schlereth suggests making Kelce a situational player for Kansas City, primarily focusing on using Kelce on third downs and red zone packages. If you took Travis Kelce and made him a situational player, Schlereth said on Breakfast Ball, took some pressure off of him, and say, hey, we're going to use you in these packages. You know, in the red zone and on third downs. While the suggestion is certainly an interesting one that Kansas City should consider, it remains to be seen if someone as competitive as Kelce would be content with taking a diminished role. Travis Kelce and the Chiefs recover from heartbreaking Super Bowl defeat. The Chiefs are coming off of a bitter loss in the Super Bowl to the Philadelphia Eagles. While the defeat was essentially a blowout, it was also a loss at potentially making history. Kansas City entered the game with back-to-back Super Bowl wins. Had they emerged victorious, the Chiefs would have been the first team in NFL history to have won 3 consecutive Lombardi trophies. Of course, Jalen Hurts and the Eagles had something to say about that, defeating the Chiefs with a final score of 40-22. Now, Kansas City will look to bounce back in hopes of getting right back to the big game in 2025. With some off-season moves, any additions to an already dominant Chiefs team sound terrifying to opposing units. However, whether or not that team will involve Kelce next season remains to be seen. Should Kelce decide to walk away, he'd be leaving a huge hole for Kansas City to fill. Replacing one of the greatest tight ends of all time will be no easy task for any organization.